Welcome friends, welcome once again, and thank you for your support in watching my various videos. Today's topic is future project manager. With a lot of things going around all of us, a lot of changes happening around us, and what we have learned through this COVID period, I think a project manager has to change. And to become relevant in future, the project manager has to start thinking, start introspecting about how he will be able to perform and deliver the best while everything else is changing. So he also has to change, and that's going to be my topic. It's again a small short video. I believe you will be able to get a lot of value out of it. So what are the traits or what are the characteristics this future project manager has to have? And I'll start one by one. And the first would be the people management. The project manager has to be people centric, and as you know, in project management we call project management is more art than science. So you can learn a lot of things about scheduling, about how do we forecast, how do we estimate. All those things can be learned, right? But if you have all those things and you don't have the people management, the leadership ability, that other science part will not be able to help you to deliver a successful project. And that's why this is the top of the game, the people management. Everything can be brought, everything can be taken by paying money, but the whole important thing is how do we handle people along, during the project life cycle. So this is where it comes. The project manager has to have leadership abilities, the abilities like communication, the abilities like negotiation, the ability like motivation, the abilities like team building will become a very, very critical factor going forward. So this will be the first trait the project manager should have, the future project manager should have rather. The second one is focus on purpose. So far project manager used to work in the silos or within the project manager framework about how to get things done within the cost, as per scope, with right quality and in time. So that was our game plan. Now our game plan has to expand. We must look at the purpose of the project. So it's not only getting things done, but it's keeping the focus in mind. So finally what is being built, a project is being built, maybe a software or maybe a construction project. We should look at, as a project manager, what will be the business purpose of that project, whether the project after completion will be able to deliver the purpose or not. Earlier we were not worried about that. Our job was supposed to get complete, you go on next project, deliver there, right? So this has to be the another trait which future project managers must have, to sit with the business manager, understand and focus on the purpose of the project rather than the activities of the project. So the game plan is shifting, right? And to become relevant again, we must look beyond and see that purpose of the project is achieved. It is not just completion, the purpose of the project has to be achieved. And if the project is completed and purpose is not achieved, I think the project is not successful. And this is the second point which I wanted to talk about. The third thing is embrace unprecedented change. A lot of things are changing around us. Technology is changing. The kind of communication tools which are changing, the number of tools are getting invented almost on a daily basis. We must be able to get the grasp on those changing environment, the changing tools, our entire ecosystem of what is getting changed, and we must be able to embrace it and be along with that journey. We have to be part of the journey, otherwise we'll get left out. So it is important that for the survival of the project manager or to become relevant in the future, we must lay hands on what is happening around us, and rather than running away from it, we must be part of that journey. That is another important thing. And the change of rate is becoming very, very difficult. The change is becoming very faster. So we also have to pull up our socks and start changing, start learning. The three dangerous words in this world are I know it. And if you believe in these three words, then we will left behind. So we have to change like this lizard. You can see how many colors it has. It changes and adapts to the situation. very, very quickly. And this is where our agility as project manager will make a critical factor in the success of future project manager. The fourth one is use of digital tools. We must be able to identify which tool has to be used. It's not just for having a fashion statement we should get the tools. The tools have to be used on a specific project, and it has to be a part of your culture. Then only you go for it. Just for saying that we have tools is not going to use. So appropriate tools have to be selected. This is where the project manager's role comes in, the decision making comes in, and those tools have to be used on a project for the support of a project manager. So the tools should be enabling, improving the performance. So it is important to lay hands on these tools. Try and see how much activities we spend, how much activities on which we spend time on, and identify some of the activities which are not value-added activities, non-critical activities, on which we must be spending a lot of time. Try and delegate those activities, try and outsource it, or try and automate it. All those transactional activities we must be able to automate it, and we can use a lot of digital tools for the same. So this is another way. The fifth is going to be data-driven decision. We had earlier, because of lack of data and based on our gut feeling, we used to take the decisions. But since a lot of tools are available, since a lot of data capturing is happening, we must be able to take decision based on data rather than gut feeling. Data is going to be oil. It's going to be like oil to the engines. So data will drive, and we must be able to take full advantage of data. And remember, there's a huge amount of data which is available. Getting the right data is all about project manager's ability. So earlier this was to be gut feeling, and this will show you the right direction. So these are the 5 traits which I thought are very going to be useful for a future project manager. I hope it has given value. I would request all of you to lay hands on my books. The first book is Person of the Dream, and the second book is Focus is Money, Play 100%. I hope this will add value to you. Both the books are available on Amazon. Thank you very much, guys, for patiently listening.